Hello everybody, I'm Elwirfy, and today I wanted to make the first of hopefully many videos of me reviewing small YouTube channels, trying to give advice, trying to give genuine tips that I think will be helpful to not just the creator I'm talking about, but also to everyone who's watching. Since this is my first go at it, please understand there's going to be some mistakes, and I might miss some things that you guys might think might be good advice. So if you do have any ideas of things that I might have missed, definitely leave it in the comments below. Again, I'm trying to really work on positively bringing our community together and giving good feedback so that way everyone can work on improving their craft. And I wanted to do my first review of other channels by actually showing off what kind of my format of what I want to do with actually, this is a real life friend I know. His name is JJstarter, as you can see, and he's had, we can actually go to the more about this channel section. We can actually see, and this is all public info for the record. I don't have access to his channel. So you can do this with any YouTube channel. You can see the link there. He's got 19 subscribers, 99 videos. His whole channel has gotten about 1,408 views, and he joined in April 10 of September 2011. So, I think it's really cool. You can see, we can always check different tabs. We can see his community tab. He doesn't have anything yet. He has some playlists, which is really good. I think playlists are a really great tool, and I'm going to make a dedicated video about playlists later about why I think they're awesome. But for now, just know having playlists is great. We love to see that. I think that playlists really help organize the channel a bit more. In terms of shorts, he just has one that he made, I think, trying to show off and promote back when PewDiePie was in that big fight with T-Series, it looks like, and he was trying to get people to go support PewDiePie, and I think that's awesome. I think that's really huge. Now let's go to the main homepage. We're going to get to the video section in a second. If you look at how his stuff is laid out, he has a For You section. So this is stuff that his channel is recommending to me based on my watch history of his channel. So that is different than this Videos tab, which is just a playlist that YouTube automatically makes for all of you for all of the videos that are on your channel. Like when I hit this Videos button right here, just know that it goes to every single video that's ever been made on the channel. As you can see, he's done some game reviews. I can see he's done playthroughs of different games, and that's great. For a gaming channel, you really want to put out the consistency. But I bet, just like a lot of you guys who probably have small YouTube channels, look at the view counts. Some of these videos have no views, right? It happens. But here's the cool thing, and I think this is why and this is part of the reason why I wanted to use my friend's channel as a great first example. He started posting consistently. Starting about, let's take a look. I think it's about 4 months ago. He started posting, I think, once a week, roughly. Because, again, YouTube won't tell me the exact date of when everything was published. Well, I guess I could, but I'm not going to do a whole Excel spreadsheet for your guys' channels and stuff. That's a little too much. I don't need to know exactly what days you're doing it. I just need to know if you're doing it like weekly, daily, monthly, whatever is comfortable for you. That's comfortable for me. That's fine. But if you look, his videos have been coming out consistently. I can typically tell if something comes out weekly or monthly based on how frequently it is. So this video was 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago, 3 months ago. So these were all like within 3 months. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. So that's about 1.5 videos a week. So that's fine. That's the consistency we're looking at. For example, if you look at the 2 months ago section, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 for 2 months ago. So this is how I can tell he started doing weekly. Anytime there's 4 or less videos in a single month, when you look at how many months ago something was, that will tell you kind of the frequency. And then if you look for the 1 month, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, I think also because I believe some weeks, depending on like if you post on weekends, some things will be counted as with like 5 weeks. If you have like a Friday at the top and then a Friday at the bottom, sometimes that becomes like the way YouTube counts it is 5 weeks. So to me, this is showing about weekly uploads. For example, this is 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 9 days ago. So it's actually almost like in between. And then he just posted this video 2 days ago. So as you can see, consistently has been king. As you can see, this video right here has gotten him 33 views, which is much more than his other gameplay stuff, which is great to see. We love that. One thing that I've also noticed on YouTube, which is something that I've just learned from making videos in general, is that whatever you label as part 1 or episode 1 tends to get more views than every other thing in a Let's Play. So Let's Plays, for the most part, have pretty much gone away. They don't really exist as much anymore. So when you do have someone who makes a Let's Play, it's pretty consistent that like it'll start up high and then the channel will dip down in views as time goes on. And that's only natural. People have trouble following along. It can be tough. This is even seen on my own channel. If you look in the past, I'll have a lot of views in my first video and then it goes down. That's just the way things are. More people fall off the deeper you go into each episode because people have to start from the beginning to catch up. And then some other things to note for just thumbnails. I personally think that it's really good, but as you can see, when you look on the screen, the thumbnails, some of them are cut off. You see how right here, the word part 7 and there's part 6, the words are cut off. But then if you look at this thumbnail right here for part 10, we can actually see the whole part 10 part on the thumbnail. So for right off the bat, I would say having consistent thumbnails and making sure everything fits onto your thumbnail nicely is a really big thing that'll really help communicate what you want. Also, I personally would think when you do your titling, if you're going to put lettering, I think capital letters are the way to go. If you do small lowercase, it's less exciting and less enticing for the audience to come. Now, another thing with these thumbnails, which I think is important to note, is that these are very dark thumbnails. Like these, especially on his most recent series. Now, I know not all of them are, dark. I mean, if you have a light thumbnail, obviously like this one, this is an example of, in my opinion, a better thumbnail because you're getting, actually, to be honest, this one's kind of better because as you can see, you're getting like a full bold word here on top of this, but again, you can kind of tell that this stuff is getting cut off, and that's something that's I don't know why YouTube did this thing where they're now rounding the borders on videos a bit to be more, I guess, streamlined. I'm not sure, but this is something that I'm having to check for when I make my thumbnails. Is I always make sure all the words are just kind of cramped a little bit. We're just a little bit smaller. I always leave a little bit of air on all the edges of my thumbnail to make sure all the words are more centered and that it's more clear and readable for anyone who's clicking on it. In terms of excitement about these, it's hard to tell because, I mean, if you look at like this is a really unfortunate example where the thumbnail straight up is cutting off part of the words because of the way YouTube does its videos. And so I think that's the biggest thing I think for this channel that I think is the main hindrance because people are having trouble being communicated what's going on. Like this first one, this part 1, I noticed it has more views, but also if you look in this thumbnail right here, you can see part 1 is written in red, which is a good similar contrast to the dragon thumbnail that we have here, whereas the rest of the thumbnails, again, different fonts, different styles, just a lack of consistency of how much word we can see. Like this one's just fully cut off. So that's the main thing. Now these videos I noticed started to blow up a bit more than his others. And something that I think was important to note is that if you really, like if we're being honest, right, and you look at these thumbnails, which of these two videos looks more interesting? Personally, I'm a fan of having brighter colors, and I think that this thumbnail, even though it's just the main menu of the game screen, I think still looks better than this thumbnail, partly because of the words being cut off, but also because I can clearly read the name of the game right here. I can see the Vampire Survivor's name. I can clearly see a lot more, I think, movement in the artwork, which I think is really helping out the thumbnail as well. And there's also kind of this it feels slightly more immersed than this screenshot of to be honest, since there's no game title in here, it can be hard to tell what the game even is. Besides, obviously, I understand you can read it, but you got to understand when people are scrolling on YouTube and looking at your channel, they'll often just look at the thumbnail. I've, in the past, in my experience, been told that some people don't read the titles of videos until they first look at a thumbnail because the thumbnail is always more eye-catching than a title. And that hasn't changed as far as I know, that kind of philosophy. Another thing to point out, and this is something that I think you guys will notice right away, and maybe this is my computer as well, but let's just give it a watch.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Today we are playing Vampires.
So you can see immediately that the audio here is fine right now in the main menu, but let's jump to the gameplay section, and we'll see what the difference is.
Spinach.
Give it a moment, because I picked up bad. I personally, and again, this is my ears, and audio is subjective, so it's always good to kind of always be asking for feedback about audio. You guys even know, hey, I struggle with audio too, right? But I feel in this video, and when I watched through it, that I have really had to crank that audio up to get the microphone heard. So the main advice I would give to this video and to other videos on the channel would be to make sure that you're turning the game volume lower than you probably think and turning up your microphone volume. That way your voice is the most predominant thing in a video, especially when you're making gameplay videos. It can be really tough for the viewer to be immersed in what you're doing if people can't hear what you're saying, if you're giving commentary. There are some channels that do just gameplay and have no commentary, in which case just keep the game volume at whatever you feel like. Audiences will either turn up or down depending on what, again, their own headphones are using. So, and that's kind of the main things I noticed that I think personally I would really improve the channel. Also, a big thing, while I love that we have a playlist tab now, that YouTube did add this, I think that for this channel, since we have all of these playlists already created, something you can do, which is actually something really cool that I'm about to show you actually on my own YouTube channel, which is great. We'll pause that. Check out the way that my channel's laid out, and I think this is something that you guys should take away as well. It's like, steal this, right? So I have, the way my channel's currently laid out is I have my current like video that I'm recommending to you guys to watch. I always like to promote my gaming videos at the top here because they always come out consistently at the same time, and also they're my less viewed content. So by putting these videos here at the top, what it does is it draws people to be more likely to watch it. Then I have my regular video tab here where all of my uploads are still here, but right below it, I have additional playlists that I've added on different things. Right now, this series, Direct Strike, has been blowing up, so I've decided to put this above my Our Talks playlist, although I have kept this right here after that, and then I've just added some extra stuff, and shorts are further down. I might add pull shorts up, actually, and we can make a whole, I'm happy to do a whole tutorial on how to set up a YouTube channel at some point. In fact, I might even make a new YouTube channel from scratch just to show you what the current 2024 process is, but only if you guys are interested in that. Anyway, so that's just one thing that I think would help this channel improve a lot, is if we had more playlists, so that way when people look at the channel, it feels more full. Also, while I do like the fact that we do have this cool background, I really feel like we should get a more personalized banner for this channel. You know, my buddy JJstarter, I think it'd be cool. Maybe we could do like a double J thing here. He's got a white and black theme, same as me. He likes that color scheme, totally fine. You can do whatever color scheme you want. But I think that one thing that would also help is to make this kind of match this. Because again, on my channel, you know, I have my logo and myself put on next to my actual, you know, channel icon. Getting more uniformity, I think, to the whole experience. So overall, though, otherwise, having that consistency was kind of the final thing that you'd want to have in your channel, especially for this channel here. Remember, he only has 99 videos on the whole channel. It's okay when you're starting out for you to not get a ton of views, because you're working out the kinks, you're playing around, you're testing. I don't want anyone to watch any of these videos and feel discouraged if you don't get views right away. That's okay. I did not get views on a lot of my videos for a very long time. It took me a long time to get views on my videos. So I don't want you to be discouraged. I want you to be positive, be happy, be excited, right? We're going to start making YouTube channels, right? We're going to grow. We're going to work hard. We're going to reach out to our audiences. And yeah, if I don't know what order I'm going to make these tutorials in, but I think I already have a good amount of tutorials already, and I might set up a special playlist for all my YouTube tutorials, or I'll remake them for the new updates, because obviously the platform has changed. But for now, everyone, I just want to say, of course, as always, thank you to everyone who's been watching. I really do have a ton of fun making these videos where I get to talk to the community, talk to you guys about small content creators, and really just try and help you guys out. Obviously, absolutely, obviously, definitely go check out JJstarter. Oh, I'll pop it back on. Definitely go subscribe to my guy here. He's doing a great job. He's putting out consistent videos, and I think that with a little bit of tweaking, we can see drastic improvement for the channel to help it grow and to get a lot bigger. And again, any channel size of your guys is fine with me. You could have 0 subscribers. I don't care. I'll review your channel as long as you're making videos, and you know, there's that willingness to take open critique like this. And hopefully this wasn't too harsh. Again, I haven't seen anything that I think is like, oh, this is terrible, right? I'm really am feeling positive about the state of this channel right now, and I'm really looking forward to see how it grows in the future. So, of course, thank you all for watching, guys. And as always, I will definitely see you all next time. Take care, everyone.